This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. Lots to get to tonight, but first, so many people getting ready to travel for the Thanksgiving holiday, and everyone wondering how the weather is going to play a role in that travel. So first of all, we'll take a first look at our forecast with Jeff Weller, find out what's coming our way.
All right, Peter, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreational Offices in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono. And all right, here we go. Look what we did today. 40 here in Bangor, also Bar Harbor, 34 Millinocket. So comfortably cool across our area today. We'll do it again tomorrow before even warmer temperatures are on the way. So a mixture of clouds and some sun throughout the day today. That sun is now gone, but we'll keep the clouds around for a few more hours tonight before decreasing clouds overnight. And then overall, a very quiet pattern here kicking in. We're dry into the holiday and beyond. Likely some rain showers getting in here Friday into Saturday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, partly cloudy skies with low temperatures hanging out in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Peter?
All righty, Jeff, thanks so much. Meanwhile, police arrested a man who they say was likely involved in a shooting in Allagash. 34-year-old Shane Michaud is charged with attempted murder for a shooting that took place Tuesday morning on Dickey Road. A 27-year-old man from Van Buren was rushed to the hospital with a gunshot wound shortly before 6 a.m. The Bangor Daily reports the victim was first transported to a hospital in northern Maine before being airlifted to Bangor. Authorities haven't released details about what led to the shooting. Michaud is being held at the Aroostook County Jail in Holton. He's charged with aggravated assault in addition to the attempted murder charge. Well, Holton police is issuing a warning about a Facebook scam in the area. They say if you receive a message from a Facebook friend reporting they need your help and they ask you to enter a code, you should not enter that code. It could lock your Facebook account, and there have actually been reports of money being stolen as well. Meanwhile, a town in Hancock County is facing a threat to its water quality. That's led to concerns for both residents and town officials. Our David Ledford has more.
Since 2014, Millinocket's Great Northern Paper Company mill has laid dormant. But according to Steve Sanders, One North's mill site redevelopment director, there are plans to change that.
We're happy to announce, the kickoff of our Forest Parks campus.
According to Sanders, One North's plan is twofold. First, they plan to refurbish and renovate the rail that leads to the mill. And second, to retrofit and modify the mill to be able to produce pellets, which will be used both here in the States and exported overseas. Sanders says the goal is to have the mill enter the market as a top competitor in the field of pellet manufacturing, an industry that, according to Sanders, has been dominated by southeastern states.
Other parts of the country are doing it. It's a heavy concentration of it in the southeast. The Northeast has never been able to compete with the Southeast, but we are a lot closer to Europe than the Southeast is. So we make up by the shorter shipping distance.
The next step in One North's plan is securing funding. Sanders says the process of allocating funds could take a little less than a year.
It's a big funding we're asking the federal government to carry most of the load. So that's the first challenge to overcome.
Sanders estimates that hundreds of jobs could be created from the construction alone, with more permanent jobs for the town once the mill is functional. In Millinocket, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
All right, and the other story we just had teed up for you, we're going to turn to that now with David Ledford telling us more about that PFAS contamination in Surrey.
Following the discovery of hazardous chemicals in the drinking water at the local elementary school, the town of Surrey has teamed up with the Shaw Institute to investigate the source of their water contamination.
If we've got PFAS contamination in the school well, it would be very interesting to find out where is that contamination coming from. Even though it's in a well and it's in the groundwater, somehow it's getting into the groundwater, which would tend to indicate a fairly local source for it.
The discovery of the chemicals at the school has meant that students and staff have had to rely on bottled water. According to Triwergy, the news has resulted in an outpouring of support from the community.
The school almost immediately was inundated with bottled water from all of the residents. They didn't have to purchase any in, as far as I know. They were just getting volunteers to present them with water.
As the school faces the effects of the water contamination, the Shaw Institute continues to test local water sources in search of PFAS chemicals. However, some residents are concerned that this won't lead to a solution.
some of these things look good in the lab and don't work out so well. A lot of people drink bottled water at home. A lot of the water, some of the wells don't taste so well, so a lot of people do.
Triruji says that the town has made the water quality a top priority, and that the search will continue until a source is found and a solution can be determined. David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
All right, thanks for that, David. Meanwhile, Penobscot County commissioners have decided to use some of the $29.5 million it received from the American Rescue Plan Act to offer grants to nonprofit organizations. $900,000 are available to organizations in Penobscot County by grant submission. Grants can be awarded from $5,000 up to $50,000 for projects that the commissioners deem worthy. The awards still must meet ARPA guidelines, and the organizations asking for grant money must show how their organization had been impacted by COVID-19. Well, meanwhile, fire crews responded to a chimney fire in Dover-Foxcroft around 1 o'clock this afternoon. When they arrived at the home on Bear Hill Road, they found a chimney fire extending to the outside of the house. Crews from Milo and Dexter were on scene for mutual aid. Deputy Fire Chief Brian Gaudette says, fortunately, they had enough manpower and they were able to contain that fire quickly.
Make sure you inspect your chimneys. If you haven't used them in a long time, just make sure you check them before you start up your wood stoves.
There was some damage to the house, but the family was able to get back inside later on in the day, so some good news there. Still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, some new discoveries in Aroostook County could bring a big boost to Maine's economy. We'll explain. And Herman Elementary students learn something new when a reptile expert visits the school. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
Hi, my name is Tony Ruda, founder of the Senior Planning Center. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't help some Medicare recipient in their Medicare programs and save them money. The Senior Planning Center has locations and agents throughout the state of Maine. So why would you want to call an 800 number out of state when the help is right here at home? Give us a call so we can help you save money and make your Medicare decisions.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
The Furniture Gallery's Black Friday deals are here. We're fully stocked just in time for holiday get-togethers. We've got your choice of 5-piece dining sets starting at $449. Need extra living room seating? Sectional starting at $699 and recliner starting at $299. Long-distance guests staying over? Queen mattresses as low as $299 with closeout mattresses up to $1,000 off. Special financing is available. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Boderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover-Foxcroft.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Well, there's been yet another mass shooting in America, this time at a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia. Police say the gunman was an employee of the store, allegedly shooting and killing his co-workers. ABC's Ike Joji is in Chesapeake with the latest.
Walmart employee Kevin Harper says it's impossible to prepare for something like this.
It don't feel fair. I mean, it don't even feel right. Nobody deserved this.
Responded District 402, 1521 Sam Circle at the Walmart for a gunshot wound.
Today, police confirming the shooter's identity as 31-year-old Andre Bing from Chesapeake. They say he was armed with one handgun and several rounds of ammunition. Just after 10 o'clock Tuesday night, the first 911 calls came from inside this Chesapeake, Virginia Walmart. By 11:20 p.m., police declared the scene safe with no risk to the general public. But inside, carnage and chaos.
6 victims have died. 4 victims are in area hospitals, and the suspect is dead from what we believe was a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Police confirming the shooting started inside the break room of the store, and the shooter was an employee. Of the 7 people who were killed, 3, including the shooter, were found dead in the break room. 1 victim was found dead towards the front of the store, and 3 other people were transported to hospitals but later died.
These are people in our community whose lives were cut short the day before Thanksgiving. It's heartbreaking.
Harper says he was in that break room just moments before the shooting started. He says he walked out not long before the gunshots began, hid in a clothes rack, eventually escaping through another exit.
It felt like forever getting out that store.
The store was open to customers when it started. Breonna Tyler was also in that break room.
He just opened fire on everybody in the break room, and it is by the grace of God that a bullet missed me.
Now, the store will remain closed for the next few days until law enforcement is finished processing the scene. Ike Ajaji, ABC News, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Meanwhile, significant geological findings in the county could have major implications for Maine's economy and national security. Our Emma Smith explains.
Aroostook County is being highlighted for its importance to the nation's resource economy due to the rare earth elements of niobium and zirconium being found in the area of Pennington Mountain, a remote summit about 40 miles northwest of Presque Isle.
Why rare earth elements are so critical? You know, when I say critical, I talk to friends, they think that gold is critical. No, gold is not critical. Because, economical development, defense industry, they don't need a gold. They need a critical minerals.
We were not expecting to find this type of mineral occurrence. And so that means there could be more.
Thanks to years of research conducted by scientists from state and federal organizations, the area could be considered for its mining potential, which would reduce U.S. mineral import dependence.
So, for example, uses of critical minerals include your cell phones and computers. You can't have those without, say, for example, rare earth elements. We need the batteries that power our cell phones. Renewable energy relies on critical minerals, such as the magnets that are in wind turbines or the materials in solar panels. They're also important for advanced defense systems and advanced electronics.
The federal government provided $320 million through the bipartisan infrastructure bill, which in part made this research possible.
With that increase in funding, we're able to cover a lot more ground.
Through the use of low-flying airplane data collection, scientists were able to detect the minerals and then take samples and send specimens to labs to be tested.
What we're hoping, of course, is that this successful discovery will result in the USGS being interested in flying more geophysical surveys across Maine.
Say this is more about the discovery of a special rock with critical minerals. Mining to mine or not to mine, that will be different story.
It's unlikely the minerals will be mined anytime soon, but in the meantime, the scientists have the funding to keep searching for rare earth elements around the state. For ABC7 and Fox 22, I'm Emma Smith.
Well, there are lots of misconceptions about the crawling, scaly creatures that share our planet. Some kids from the Herman Rec program got to find out some more facts today. Drew Desjardins, also known as Mr. Drew, travels all around New England, educating people about spiders, turtles, scorpions, snakes, and other animals that many people don't understand.
It's okay to be scared, but you don't need to be, because the more we learn about something, the less scared we're going to be. And that's what I try to do, is help them be a little less scared.
Drew has been visiting schools, nursing homes, and other group settings to teach people about his less than cuddly critters for more than 10 years now. He has a facility in Lewiston where he cares for more than 200 animals that come to him, mostly because people didn't understand how to care for them as pets. The kids from the Herman Rec program got a chance to touch some of them and see how some of these animals that they might never get the chance to see up close again. So really cool there. Meanwhile, the Bangor shoe store will be closing shop so its owner can explore new ventures. After 11 years of business, Valentine Footwear will be closing. The owner, Summer Allen, says the store has had a good run and she's loved running it for more than a decade, but it's time for her to find something new. Allen says she's not sure what she'll do next, but she's excited for whatever's to come.
I have lots of interests and lots of skills, and running a small business for 12 years, you learn a lot of things. So I'm excited to take a little bit of time off and see what happens next.
Starting on Black Friday, or as Allen calls it, Plaid Friday, the store will be discounting everything, 20 to 50% off. The store will only stay open as long as supplies last, so get on down there. Some very stylish looking shoes and some other winter wear as well. So definitely going to need that this winter season. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, community leaders team up to make sure no one goes hungry this Thanksgiving. And in sports, Maine men's hockey returns to the ice this weekend after a much-needed bye. We'll have that story right after the break.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
Nobody likes to talk about health insurance. It's complicated, expensive, and stressful. But when you join a nonprofit health insurer, you finally have someone in your corner. Someone who not only knows how hard it is out there, but someone who genuinely wants to make it all easier. Easier to enroll, easier to understand, easier to pay for. Because when you put people over profits, life is just better. Get a quote today at healthoptions.org.
We have a lot to be thankful for, and a lot to celebrate. This holiday season, let's do more than see the people we love. Let's be with the people we love, and make the holiday memories that we will cherish for a lifetime. Let's begin at Bangor International Airport, the official airport of making tomorrow's holiday memories today. FlyBangor.com.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start on the ice. Maine men's hockey is back in the rink this weekend. They are coming off of a bye, hosting American International College at the Alfond on Saturday. And that week off couldn't have come at a better time. Ryan Sudol has more.
After 5 straight losses, Maine men's ice hockey welcomed their bye week this week.
I think we just use it for rest, kind of just focus on us and what we can control and how we can get better in ways.
Yeah, take the good things from those past 2 weekends and carry them over. And I think that off week was a great opportunity to do that.
Those 5 losses came against nationally ranked teams. They lost 3 of them by 1 goal and were competitive in all of them.
It's hard when you're so close like that to win those games against those top teams, and you can see that we're right there, and you just got to keep believing in the process.
In the Black Bears' last series against Merrimack, the process showed defensively in Game 1. Only 1 goal allowed, but none of their own.
We got a really good goaltending performance on Friday, and we lose 1-0. Plenty of chances, power play chances, didn't score a goal.
In Game 2, quite the opposite. 3 goals of their own, 5 goals allowed.
3 power play goals by them. That we've been pretty dialed in on the penalty kill so far this year.
We got to put all those things together. We improve in some of those areas. I think our results change.
There is no better time for the results to change than now. The Black Bears have 4 games before holiday break. Momentum is key.
This is the most important time of the year for us. We can't come out of these 4 games without at least 3 or 4 wins.
It's a great opportunity for us to out there and show what we got. It's time for us to put some wins on the score sheet and hopefully go into Christmas break feeling good about the rest of the season.
The first game of the stretch is Saturday at home against American International, a team the Black Bears have never lost to. Coach Ben Barr says it's a perfect time to get back on track.
We're a game-by-game team, and this game is really, really important for us to hopefully get back to playing the right way and finding a way to earn a victory.
Reporting for ABC 7 Fox 22, I'm Ryan Sudol.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Hopefully the Black Bears can get back on track this Saturday. To the hardwood now, and staying with the University of Maine, Chris Markwood and Maine men's hoops are looking for their 4th win in a row on Wednesday afternoon. Black Bears trying to pull one out on the road, and Maine would start hot. Jaden Clayton driving to the lane. He fires it to Getty Yusupaitis, and Getty finishes the reverse layup. And then later, Clayton, he would just take it himself. He'd get this one to go through the foul. Maine is up big with about 6 minutes to play in the first, but the Devils, they would fire back to end the first half. This 3-pointer from Kellen Amos would make it just a 6-point lead before the break. Second half now, a miscommunication here between Clayton and Kellen Tynes leads to Blue Devils points, and it's now a 3-point game. Tie game now, and that's where Maine will put their foot down. Tynes is going to turn this steal into 2 of his 23 points, and then he was active on the defensive end all night long, and so are the Black Bears. Another steal here, and that's going to give Peter Filippovity 2 points, and Maine extending that lead. They go on to win their 4th straight, 66-58. So another win for Maine men's basketball. Maine women's basketball won early in the league. So no local college basketball on Thanksgiving. We do have some Patriots, though.
We do. Patriots to talk about, and we'll be here working hard, but also
working hard, watching the game.
Enjoying the game as well. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be tough, though, because the Patriots' defense has been stout throughout the year.
Yes.
I don't think that that's really going to be an issue, but the big question mark lies with the offense.
As it's been throughout the year, as we were just talking about. I don't think the defense is going to get slashed by Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson like other defenses have this year. I think they hold them in check, but they're not going to hold them that much in check. You're not going to win by scoring 10 points against this Vikings team.
Do you think that the offense will need to make big changes to finally find life, or do you think that maybe things are starting to click? Mac Jones had a decent game statistically against the Jets last week.
They moved the ball really well, and I found a funny stat here. Patriots are the worst red zone offense in the league. The Vikings are the 2nd worst red zone defense in the league. So with the way the Patriots moved the ball last week, I think this is the perfect team to kind of gain some confidence and just get over those red zone blues, if we were to say.
Yeah, get it to your playmakers,
Ramondre.
Try to get Ramondre in the end zone, maybe throw some up to Devontae, or maybe get Tyquan Thornton involved. Who knows?
Myers, too. I mean, they have a lot of weapons to work with. They just weren't. I mean, the Jets have a good defense, so we'll give them credit there. But you need to score points if you're going to beat this Vikings team. So that's going to be the main focus.
All right. Well, a lot of people will be looking forward to that game, us included.
Yes.
And, of course, we'll have highlights as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a much-needed break in between all the work on Thanksgiving.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's all the time we have for sports. Here's your full 5-day forecast.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. And all right, so the holiday travel rush is on. Lots of you are hitting the road. No worries at all this year for us through tomorrow, but on Friday, we'll get our next system in here, likely bringing us some rain showers, maybe ending as some snow showers on Friday night. Okay, but today, though, 40 here in Bangor, also for Bar Harbor, 34 in Millinocket, 30 in Greenville. So, we can't really beat this. The average high being mid-upper 30s. We were close to that today. But hang on. So know how the gray colors are here now? This is today. It's going to retreat. So even warmer temperatures are on the way. These blues are 40s basically coming our way, and maybe even getting close to 50 over the weekend, as we do have warmer temperatures coming in this way, likely arriving as soon as tomorrow, but more so getting in here Friday into Saturday. Okay, a bit windy out there today. We had a couple wind gusts near 30 miles per hour. This will die down tonight. No chance for fog this evening. Right now, still sustained out of the northwest, around 14 here in Bangor, 8 in Millinocket, 9 in Bar Harbor. So overall, kind of a breezy/windy day. Thus, the advisories are still posted for wind offshore. These waves could be approaching 8 to 11 feet just offshore tonight. That will end, though, tomorrow morning as the wind shifts. All right, so some clouds out there today, even a couple flurries in spots earlier, but most of us stay dry. We'll keep the clouds around for a few more hours tonight, but the general trend is a drying out one, a clearing out one for us, our skies this evening and tomorrow. Lots of sunshine back in the forecast for tomorrow, as there's just nothing to the west of us right now, right? This is all kind of moving in our direction, but it's going to keep things partly cloudy for us tomorrow and also throughout the day on Friday into Saturday before we get some more weather in here on Friday afternoon. All right, so here we go. Let's walk it through it. So here is today, looking pretty good, right? So through tonight into tomorrow morning, looking at mostly clear skies, not a worry at all. But then going forward from there, we're talking about increasing clouds later on Thursday. So tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, dry. Thursday night, though, increasing clouds. That'll likely bring us some rain showers and maybe a couple snow showers in there on Friday. It's not going to be a big deal. We'll basically call it increasing clouds. Until we get to Friday evening, a front's going to push through and bring us some gusty winds and probably some rainfall in there as well before things cool off a bit Friday night into Saturday. All right, if you want snow, it's just not going to happen, right? I'm going to run this through Friday into Saturday, and there'll be some snow, say, north of Millinocket, but overall, no snow for you anytime soon as temperatures get warmer. We're talking about highs in the 40s this weekend. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, low temperatures back in the teens to low 20s. Look for a north wind, though, dying down, but it can still gust near 15 to 20 overnight tonight. For tomorrow, all right, here we go. So lots of sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures near 36 or so throughout the afternoon. We'll take it right on Thanksgiving Day with a west wind tomorrow on 5 to 10, so much less than today. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows rain is back in the forecast Friday. That could end as a little bit of light snow later Friday night. And then we're dry for Saturday, high temperatures in the 40s. And look, we're talking upper 40s with some rain showers on Sunday afternoon. Peter?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. Well, at least not much snow to worry about there, or no snow at all, I should say. Well, still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Do you have leaky pipes? Are you planning a plumbing job? Is your heating system working right? Are you designing a plumbing project? Then contact Harley's Plumbing and Heating Plus.
If your toilet will not flush, Harley will be there in a rush. Furnace bit the dust today. Harley crew is on the way. Harley Plumbing, Harley Heating.
990-2200. Call now.
Harley!
Call or visit online.
So small, so smart. Hearing aids that I can personalize to each ear right from here. Brilliant.
This Black Friday, save $450 on Eargo 6.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Tonight, millions of Americans driving and flying over Thanksgiving. So what's the best time to travel over the holiday? More Americans turn to the #1 newscast on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back. Well, we're going to end tonight with a story that just embodies the spirit of Thanksgiving. Every year, the Ellis Family Market in Patton and the Maine State Police team up to deliver Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. Owner of the store, Jonathan Ellis, and his employees put together dinner baskets to be delivered to southern Aroostook County and northern Penobscot County. Today, Trooper Laney Merchant and Trooper Timmy Saucier from Troop F helped to deliver the baskets, 40 in total, to area families. And it's just an event that goes a long way and shows that a small group of people can make a very big difference. So I hope to see lots of that to come. So thank you so much for tuning in, and have a very happy Thanksgiving.